The thing is that a lot of the customers still have lots of stock in their warehouses, and the problem is there are lots of cash tied up in that stock. So that fundamentally means that they're not overly keen in buying more product at this stage. So it's a bit of a roadblock. There are signs of it's starting to move on, but we're nowhere near where we were a number of years ago.
So customers today are really struggling still, like Stephen said, about the cash flow they've got. Really, the overall semiconductor market figures are partially distorted by artificial intelligence investments in the data center. But that's a select few semiconductor companies. That's not most semiconductor companies or most customers for that matter. But at Rochester, we're all about long-term system companies. Long-term system companies have been acquiring backlog, they've been acquiring stock, and they haven't been moving out much yet. But what we're seeing is that customer systems want to be extended. And extended life of existing systems means we've got the solutions for them.
So with a lot of the customers that we have, redesign is sometimes not an option. They have to keep their systems alive for 10, 15, 25 years. In fact, we were speaking to a customer earlier this week, and they wanted to have their systems alive until 2063. Something that we can do for them. We can help them. So the longevity is a big issue, because typical cycle of semiconductors can be 7, 10, 12 years. To keep things alive to 2062, that's something that only Rochester can do.
Once you've paid to extensively qualify a product in commercial avionics, you don't want it to change. You've got proven time, you've got all that going on, and how long does that last? 25, 30 years, pretty commonly. Now you talk about agriculture, heavy-duty agriculture equipment. You're going to go pay $10, $12, $15 million for a heavy-duty piece of equipment. How long do you want that to last? 30, 40, 50 years? That's the type of markets we're talking about. So today we're seeing a push to preserve the same system revenue because they're full of stock. They don't want to acquire more product. They're also cutting back on R&D when the times are down a little bit. And so what we're seeing is customers want to extend the existing products. Well, we have wafer stock and we've got design capabilities that enable them to continue shipping their same systems. So today, we're actually seeing, as compared to a couple years ago when we were last here at Electronica, we're seeing about a 4x or a 5x increase in the amount of business that we have in our pipeline for new silicon, for ported silicon, fully authorized ported silicon. That's a very key point to mention, is that everything we do at Rochester is fully authorized. So that's a huge demand in our manufacturing. You could take a look at assemblies out there in the world that are going away. PLCCs, plastic quads, all that is all going away as well. Customers seeing pressure for us to invest in manufacturing to be able to continue to ship those same assemblies so they don't have to change their boards.
There's lots in the pipeline. You know, if we think about how in-depth we've had in terms of the meetings and the conversations with the customers this week, there's lots to come, lots to come. Lots of businesses are talking about product for today and selling product for today. We're talking about what's coming in the future, 12, 18 months. For me, that's what's hugely important. That's what our business is around. We will continue to grow and support those customers over the next 10, 15, 20 years, and I'm hugely excited about what's to come.